Hello, everybody, and welcome back. Just a real quick thing to get started with. One, I apologize, I've been gone for so long, it's a bit complicated, and I should really see. Number two, I apologize if you hear a slight humming in the background. That is my AC, which, even with it on, it is still 80 degrees in this room, so I can't turn it off. And the microphone is too good that when I try to record other videos, I've actually wanted to get my orbital review stuff started again. That sound is always there, so I either need to wait till I can figure out a way to make it work better, or something. But we'll see what happens with that. In the meantime, though, hello and welcome again. This is the Nintendo Direct presentation from earlier this morning. I know I am very late to the party, and for that I do apologize. Work is a thing. So, for this one, I have been relatively unspoiled. I know one thing, and it's probably going to be the last announcement, considering I know what it is. I don't want to spoil it now for anyone who doesn't know, although if you're watching this, you probably have already seen it. But just for the half of people who may not have seen it yet and wanted to watch my stuff, first, thank you. In a good way, I don't know why you're here, but I definitely do appreciate it. And let's get started. Even a remake is unexpected, so what kind of Mario game are we getting? This looks like one of the Mario RPG games. Like a sequel to Partners in Time. And those ones. Or I think Bowser's Inside Story was the last one. That's the right art style for those. Just realized. I can't tell if that's Charles Martinet still or not, if they're using his clips or not. I figured it was a new Mario and Luigi game. That's what I was trying to go for. That's neat. It's still a bit disappointing it's not a proper Mario RPG follow-up, though. But considering everyone was worried after Alpha Dream went under, that's still neat to see. I'm kind of guilty. I only really played Superstar Saga, which I did enjoy at the time. And I've redone it. I've replayed it a couple times here and there. That almost sounds like Martinet, but I don't think it is. Ooh, that's a neat little ability. Interesting. I ain't a pig. This gonna be a classic Mario bad guy? Classic Bowser bad guy? Oh shit! We're taken from the whatchamacallums now. Soccer games. Brothership. Interesting title. But neat.
Hello everyone, I'm Shinya Takahashi, and I'll be your guide for today's Nintendo Direct. That was the first new entry in the Mario and Luigi series in almost 9 years. Mario and Luigi Brothership. Please look forward to a seafaring adventure that unfolds across mysterious islands, as well as evolved Bros moves with Mario and Luigi.
I'm not gonna lie, that's my favorite animation so far, that whole little trailer. Alright, probably not gonna care for most of these, but I take that back. I don't care too much, but this is still neat.
World Championships is heading to the Nintendo Switch system. Take on over 150 speedrunning challenges from across 13 NES games, from lightning-fast beats to action-packed battles.
If I'm not mistaken, this is a loose port, because I think something like this existed on Wii or Wii U, or both. I want to say both.
For the top of the online leaderboards. You can also try more difficult legend challenges. Like completing Super Mario Brothers in one go using warp pipes. Stuck on a legend challenge? Check out classified information for handy tips and tricks to help you improve. Put your skills to the test in survival mode, where you'll race against ghost data of players worldwide.
Ghost data.
Players will be eliminated. You've only got one shot to survive. Will you be the last one standing? Nintendo World Championships NES Edition launches on Nintendo Switch July 18th.
No, a month for today.
The digital version are available now on Nintendo eShop.
Nice.
A deluxe set containing a physical version of the game and other bonus items is also available for pre-order.
That's kind of tempting, I'm not gonna lie.
The final battle of Fairy Tail is about to begin.
The final battle.
Relive
This is a series I don't know much about.
entire arc from the hit anime Fairy Tail in this action RPG.
Both of these things are things I don't care about between the anime and the game.
Kingdom of Fiore, Team Natsu prepares to finish their fight.
Did
Engage,
Game Freak make this?
unleash powerful
That's not a compliment either.
different kinds of magic based on who's in your party. Work together with your teammates to take down powerful enemies. Fairy Tail 2 launches
KT made it.
this winter.
Koei Tecmo and them.
Embark on a multi-dimensional journey. From Final Fantasy series creator Hironobu Sakaguchi and composer Nobuo Uematsu comes the turn-based RPG Fantasian. The world is slowly being robbed of its civilization. To
Interesting.
retrieve its memories, Leo must confront an evil entity threatening all mankind.
Why does it sound like Final Fantasy with a different skin?
Skills are the ticket to winning battles. Adjust a skill's trajectory to target multiple enemies at once.
Okay, that's actually pretty cool.
Encounter to a separate dimension and fight them later.
Huh.
The more enemies there are, the more you can wipe out in one shot.
Let them go!
Now, let us save the world together.
Fantasian Neo Dimension launches on Nintendo Switch this holiday.
That seems pretty cool, actually. I'm not a big fan of RPGs in general, but that's still interesting.
It's coming to Spoko Square.
An update, right? Not a... Yeah, software update.
Basketball is being added as a free update to the Nintendo Switch sports game.
I'm surprised they're doing one now, because I feel like it's been a while.
And shoot. In 2-on-2 matches using motion controls.
I like the music choice, though.
Try out 3-point challenge solo and score as many baskets as you can within the time limit. Up to 4 players can also compete in 5-streak battle. Besides local play, you can team up with players worldwide in 2-on-2 online matches.
That's neat. I was a sucker for Wii Sports back in the day.
Update for Nintendo Switch Sports.
I never got Nintendo Switch ports.
Switch. This
Nintendo Switch Sports. This clearly is what you meant to get, but this looks like a Star Trek reference to me from Star Trek Into Darkness. Hi, GLaDOS. I like this style. This reminds me of Ori almost.
array of cartoon classics.
That looks interesting.
Leap into a new update for Disney Illusion Island. Monarch's greatest detective is solving a mystery, and only Mickey and friends can help. In the brand new adventure, Mystery and Monarch.
Oh god. No way, never mind. For some reason I thought that was like the old style of Mickey as their way to try and reinforce their copyright on him, but I don't think that's accurate.
Because this free update launches on Nintendo Switch later today.
Good for those people. Oh god.
Customize your character. Then befriend Hello Kitty, Kuromi, and other familiar
And skip.
world adventure.
I haven't decided how much I'm going to edit this video yet, and I might actually just get rid of this little piece because I don't have a valid reaction to this. Ah! I didn't see what that was. But why did you add chapter marks to this?
Let's get loony in this wacky sports game. Play as Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck, Porky Pig, and more across.
Oh, I just heard the melody in the back there.
But watch out.
That's neat.
Falling anvils. Looney Tunes Wacky World of Sports crashes onto Nintendo Switch this fall.
What's up, Doc?
That's all, folks.
Let's game on!
Emergency meeting. New crewmate and imposter roles are being added to Among Us. Alert
I kind of didn't realize Among Us was still a thing. I definitely had fun with it back in the day, which is weird to say, but that was, it's been like, what, 3-ish years? Still neat, though.
When this free update for Among Us sneaks onto Nintendo Switch later today.
I assume this is already the PC version, too, but I do not know.
Is at your command. This is Felicidad, a realm of monsters. Those who command and raise them are called Farmagia and play a vital role in the land's civilization. 10 of Farmagia must rise up against the oppressive Magus to stop his vicious reign of the underworld. Raise monsters and lead them into the fight against the Magus.
This,
Plant seeds.
it's not, but this sounds like Pikmin.
Harvest them to make your buddies come to life.
Like right there, that's like a Pikmin thing.
They can then be trained for battle.
This isn't, but still, like the start thing that's interesting.
Enemy weaknesses in action-packed combat. Merge all of the battle buddies in your party to call forth a giant fusion summon and wreak havoc on your foes.
Interesting.
Join the rebellion to stop the Magus in Farmagia, launching on Nintendo Switch November 1st.
Interesting concept. Hey, finally a new DK.
Donkey Kong Country Returns, originally released
Or at
on the
least-
system, is barreling onto Nintendo Switch in HD. The villainous Tiki Tak tribe.
You know what? That's good. This game is something I've been seeing people want for a long time.
Obstacles. Pound 'em and
The very first DKC is special to me because my first system was the Super Nintendo, and that was one of the games. But I never kept up with the series afterwards,
to high-flying rocket barrels. And even
which I regret a little bit actually. I think it would have been nice if I kept up with it more. The more or less the only game that really.
a Joy-Con controller to a buddy for
I guess there's 3. I mean, my first 3 games are the ones that I've. Ooh, that was a nice view.
80 appealing levels are in store.
There are always 3 games that I mark as my first 3 games. I do not know which one came first, but it was either Super Mario World,
Returns
Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past, and Sim City, which, if you haven't noticed from past streams I've done, I still play those series.
Kong and Diddy Kong's Jungle Escapades returns in HD. Plenty of wild actions and antics are in store with these Kongs. Next, please take a look at this.
This isn't the one I think it is it? That's not. Ooh, they got the symphony orchestra to do that. Neat. Now, question, is this actually in the game, or is this just being done for the trailer? HD 2D remake? The fuck?
Journey with allies to face the archfiend.
Is it because it's still in the
Adventure.
2D-ish style, but it's an update?
Memorable encounters.
Interesting, though.
Challenges. And formidable monsters await. An iconic RPG remade in HD 2D. Forge your own
I mean, that looks 3D to me. I don't know why I'm calling this a 2D, but sure.
The legacy begins. Dragon Quest III HD 2D Remake. Coming to Nintendo Switch November 14th.
I mean, fair enough. At least looks neat. More? Huh. Interesting. Is 3 just that?
天堂ダイレクトをご覧の皆様、こんにちは、堀井裕二です。ドラゴンクエスト3の映像、いかがでしたか？ようやく発売日を発表できて、僕も嬉しく思います。そして今日、サプライズで発表したドラゴンクエスト1&2も HD2D で蘇ることが決定しました。時系列としては3が物語の始めるとなって、
Oh, that must be why.
順番でプレイしてもらうとあっと驚く展開が待っています。ロト3
Interesting though.
3と1&2どちらもぜひ楽しんでもらえたら嬉しいです。どうも堀井裕二でした。
Jesus, how much did they pay Nintendo to do that whole segment?
Thank you, Mr. Hori. We hope you're excited to play the entire Erdrick trilogy, now in HD 2D. Let's continue with more headlines.
The announcement that I'm waiting for.
Let's have some fun, Co.
Oh god, no. Is this a Toys to Life?
Jaws? Wait, He-Man? Great Scott! Is that Marty McFly? The world of Funko is coming to life in this action-adventure mashup for the ages. Play with more than 60 characters as you explore
Jesus.
legends based on over 20 iconic movies, TV shows, and more. Use special skills and creative gadgets to explore epic worlds, each with their own unique puzzles, hidden areas, and familiar foes. Dinosaurs from Jurassic World and Cylons from Battlestar Galactica. There's certainly...
I'll be right back. You should see a cut here in theory if I don't forget to cut this out. And we're back.
not toying around. Unbox the universe when Funko Fusion pops onto Nintendo Switch September 13th.
I have a question about how this is gonna work.
We've got a smorgasbord of spooky, silly, and strategic games. Ready for an adventure?
Okay, that makes sense. We already knew about this. It's out in about a month.
Summon your courage.
Or I think it's out in a couple weeks.
Dimensions.
While this is going, what I will mention for the game that I know about that I got spoiled, it's probably going to be the end one. At the very least, it won't be a headline. It's too big to be a headline.
Luigi's Mansion 2 HD launches on Nintendo Switch June 27th. Pre-orders are available now on Nintendo eShop. Meet the quirky little Dempa Man. Find him, catch him, and lead him on a joyful RPG adventure. Explore dungeons and battle monsters. Customize all sorts of outfits. Decorate your island however you'd like. And more. Plus, up to 4 players in local co-op can team up to catch special Denpa Men. The new Denpa Men is free to play and launches as a timed exclusive on Nintendo Switch July 22nd.
Interesting. Ooh, is this Contra?
Away in this tower defense installment of the Metal Slug series.
Oh no.
Take control of your forces and pulverize enemy strongholds. Choose from over 300 units with different abilities. And build out your decks to win tactical tussles. You can also slug it out with other players in online battles. Metal Slug Attack Reloaded storms onto the Nintendo Switch system later today. Embark on an expedition of the damned in this eagerly awaited sequel to the gothic roguelike RPG. Board your stagecoach and set off across a decaying landscape.
I haven't heard of this, but I'm happy for those who are happy for who like the series.
Combat. And upgrade your abilities after each deadly run. Darkest Dungeon 2 launches on Nintendo Switch July 15th. Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo eShop. More classic titles are on the way.
Ooh.
Play Link's classic 16-bit adventure and team up online to explore randomized dungeons.
At least this one, there's finally a way to get that back, because that was almost considered lost media, I'd argue. Neat. Hi, Metroid.
Genesis' first adventure in Metroid Zero Mission. Plus, coming to the new Nintendo 64, Nintendo Switch Online Mature 17 Plus collection of games. Brave the dangerous lost land to stop the campaigners' nefarious schemes in Turok, Dinosaur Hunter. And infiltrate a corporation to end the
Interesting, considering that's a rare game.
now with online multiplayer.
Huh.
All 4 games will be available for Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack members later today.
I don't have this, but it's not worth it to me, but that is still neat.
Set sail to save the day. This is Verona, a young woman with the ability to communicate with phantoms.
I will take all of this girl.
Join her on a journey to save her friend Ash. In this new installment in the Phantom Brave series. Take on tactical turn-based battles, where you'll combine the phantoms you befriended with objects in various ways.
Truth Lasher.
Combine phantoms with certain objects to maneuver them.
Interesting.
Combine with a cannon to attack a large area.
That makes sense, whatever you'd be able to do.
A fan to blow enemies around. Or combine with Marona herself for show-stopping abilities that can turn the tide of battle. Phantom Brave, the Lost Hero, launches on Nintendo Switch next year. This one's gonna take you for a ride.
It's like Street Fighter.
7 arcade games featuring Marvel and Capcom characters are fighting their way onto Nintendo Switch as one collection. Clash in X-Men vs. Street Fighter. Duke it out in Marvel vs. Capcom.
Oh, I had this spoiled to me, but I didn't realize it was. It was a message from a buddy that I ignored, but I happened to notice X-Men in general. So this is what he was referring to. But this was what I was thinking about, because I didn't know for sure that was a spoiler. I thought it was something else that he mentioned.
Select online mode to challenge rivals around the world. Or play
I hope this is a timed accessory, or timed exclusive to Switch, and that it comes to other platforms.
to view artwork.
Especially something like that. I hope that comes to a PC, at the very least.
Marvel launches on Nintendo Switch this year.
Interesting. It didn't say time exclusive, so another Mario? Oh, Mario Party. Okay, that makes sense.
Game in the Mario Party series takes place on an enormous island.
That throws off somebody. There's a channel Whimsu that I watch now and then, and he was thinking Mario Party.
Party Jamboree.
Interesting. Mario Party might be an early Switch an early Switch successor title, which I thought was valid, but not anymore.
Escalators to travel between floors in Rainbow Galleria. Use in-game coins to get a star at half price when they're on flash sale.
Oh shit.
Fast. Ride around and stay on track in Roll'em Raceway. With the new Turbo Dice item, you can move up to 40 spaces with a lucky roll.
Jesus.
Here on Goomba Lagoon, the ebb and flow of the tide can change your path. And things really get mixed up when the volcano blows its top. Along with 5 new game boards, 2 boards from previous Mario Party games make their return.
Only 2, that's a bit surprising.
Some mini-games are action-packed challenges. Speed trials.
Although wasn't the last Mario Party just a whole bunch of old boards, so that would make sense.
Gently shaking
It's only a couple.
or tilting your Joy-Con controllers. With over 110 mini-games, variety to enjoy.
We don't like motion controls in our games.
Up to 20 players can go head-to-head online in the Coupathlon mode. Compete against your rivals and aim for first place. Try your best to come out on top. Wait, there are even more new modes? The biggest Mario Party yet will soon be underway. When the Super Mario
You know what?
Jamboree
If this is actually as big as this sounds like it's going to be, that's good, because the last Mario Parties have just been disappointing since 9, I would say.
That was the latest installment in
Some people might even say 8. I'm kind of guilty. Mario Party 7 is my special Mario Party. That's the... When I was younger, my dad bought me the GameCube bundle with Mario Party 7 in it. So it was both the first time I had my GameCube and my first Mario Party.
And now, please take a look at this.
I don't think so. What I think it is. Oh god. Okay, so this is the one. I think this is the one, at least. Unless there's a surprise one that I didn't see. But based on the art style, this should be the one that I got spoiled. And knowing what I know about it, the fact that we're starting this way makes me even happier. And I'm so mad I got spoiled now, because this would have been even better. Yep, this is definitely the one. You know, and it's also about fucking time. I'm not the biggest fan of this particular art style, although this feels a bit toned down from what I remember with the Link's Awakening one. So I just don't like how... I don't quite like how it is. Yep, this is the one.
Hello, everyone.
Hi, Anuma.
Eiji Aonuma, producer of the Legend of Zelda series. What you just saw was the latest installment, The Legend of Zelda: Echoes of Wisdom.
I'm happy, though. This is neat.
Link has vanished. Now it's up to Princess Zelda to step into the protagonist role.
It's about fucking time.
Be thinking, will Zelda fight with a sword then? Here,
No.
we wanted to create a new gameplay style that breaks conventions seen in past Legend of Zelda games with a top-down perspective. To explain more, please take a look at this video.
Magic or bows?
Stolen away. Across the vast lands of Hyrule, strange rifts have appeared and have taken many people.
Oh no.
including Link. Now alone, Zelda meets the fairy Tri, receives a mysterious staff called the Tri-Rod, and
Oh,
sets
God.
out on a journey across Hyrule to save her kingdom. By waving the tri-rod at a table she found, Zelda learned how to create an imitation of it called an echo. Once you learn an echo of something, you can recreate it whenever you'd like. Even if there's a wall blocking your path, you can create echoes of tables to get a leg up. Just like that.
That's really cool.
Boxes, old beds, and unusual things like water blocks.
So basically, this is a slightly more controlled version of whatchamacallit in Tears
Learn and
Ultra
create
Hand.
things you find while exploring Hyrule. You might be surprised at what you discover.
Fucking hell, that is amazing. Oh, I love this.
Even battles will look different. You could pick up and throw a rock echo, for example. That's not all, though. You can also create echoes of monsters. After doing so, they'll fight by your side.
Okay, what's the control on this? There has to be control on this.
Different abilities, so choose the one you want to create based on the situation. Wisdom is key, after all.
That's really cool. Goddamn Zelda team. You absolute bastards.
In a Hyrule without Link, the fate of the kingdom is now in Zelda's hands.
How was that? I hope you enjoyed this demonstration of
Oh, yeah.
which channels Princess Zelda's wisdom. There are a lot of echoes in this game. To be honest, I haven't counted them all yet. How you solve puzzles and battle enemies will change depending on the echoes used. In short, we've created a game where each player's experience will be different. The Legend of Zelda: Echoes of Wisdom launches September 26th. A Nintendo Switch Lite system inspired
Aw,
by the
Lite.
series will also be available at launch.
I don't want to light. That would have been it would have been a decent excuse to get an OLED finally.
Now, I'd like to return this moment I'd stolen away back to Mr. Takahashi.
Thank you, Mr. Aonuma.
Goddamn Zelda team. You.
To the newest entry in the Legend of Zelda series.
I was aware of the title and I knew that she was the playable character, but I knew nothing else, so that's fucking amazing. Like, I can't tell you how happy that makes me. I don't care about this. You know, that was... I'm so mad. I was trying to get Einkrad to join, and he was already engaged with he was already doing other stuff, so I couldn't get him to join. But fucking hell, if I have him here to talk about that, would have been perfect. Oh, I was so mad. Messaging the people, a couple of friends of mine that I told about getting spoiled on Zelda, that I finally saw it, and that reveal was amazing. Because again, I don't care about this. Again, most likely this will get edited out. Especially because I don't need this thing getting copyright struck. Not that it really matters, I don't make money out of this anyway, but still.
Adventure is on the horizon. It's the world of Horizon in Lego form. Join
So I started thinking,
boy on a quest to save the world from an ancient evil. Journey through lush landscapes.
I just realized, so we're getting a Sony property on its Switch. God damn.
Locations inspired by the original game. But be careful. Swarms of machines are lurking everywhere. Use an array of gadgets like
I'm surprised that this is on the Switch. Not mad by any means, but that's still surprising.
to mighty sawtooths.
What are people, like, the diehards gonna think about this?
Thunderjaw. As you progress, you can help Aloy rebuild her home and customize her appearance with lots of outfits. Oh, and you don't have to explore this vast wilderness alone. Team up with familiar faces from the world of Horizon in two-player local or online co-op.
Well, am I wrong? Is Horizon not, so, nope, right there, 2024. Sony Interactive. God damn. So everybody just everybody just wants to give fucking Nintendo everything. Oh, you poor kitty cat. Ah, you poor kitty cat.
Experience a decaying site.
I thought this came out already.
Cat separated from their family and friends. Explore alongside a drone.
Or was this just on all the other consoles and not Switch?
Carefully climb to the highest heights. Create new paths for yourself. And stealthily squeeze into tight spaces. Think like a cat to make your way through the city.
Think like a cat, knock over thing.
Everyone is excited to have you slinking around, including hordes of hostile creatures ready to swarm. Keep exploring to venture into more areas of this unfamiliar world and make your way back to safety. Stray finds its way onto Nintendo Switch this holiday.
Didn't say it was a cloud game, so that's good. Or a Lord of the Rings game.
You've ever wanted to live like a hobbit from the Lord of the Rings? Now, a leisurely existence, nestled away in an idyllic, quiet corner of Middle-earth can be yours. Customize your appearance, decorate your home, and settle into life in the Shire. As a newcomer to the little haven of Bywater, you'll befriend your neighbors, work together to solve problems, and even share a meal. Or 3. Explore, garden,
What about second breakfast?
the best way to build a Hobbit community is by hosting a dinner party with your homemade dishes. Plus, you can trade with your neighbors for unique decorations or special ingredients for even tastier meals. Friendly hobbits and familiar faces await your arrival when Tales of the Shire launches on the Nintendo Switch system this holiday.
Interesting.
Investigate, interrogate, checkmate.
It's not Layton, is it? Nope.
2 Ace Attorney spin-off games, including a sequel that was previously unreleased outside of Japan, are coming to Nintendo Switch as
Neat.
one collection. As the prolific prosecutor Miles Edgeworth, take the case out of the courtroom and investigate crime scenes. Gather information by interviewing people and inspecting evidence. Then use the power of logic to solve
The power of logic.
all new hand-drawn character visuals from the original series character designer, or swap to the original sprites for a more classic look. Take a break from
I like how a lot of these new remasters, especially ones from the 2D era, the 8 and 16-bit era, how they're both pulling this option to switch between.
and collide as you uncover the truth at any cost. Ace Attorney Investigations Collection launches on Nintendo Switch September 6th. Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo eShop.
昨日と変わらない普通の一日いつもの街いつもの光景毎日それが続く
Alright, how are we getting away?
なんだよこれなんなんだよあくそ
After a devastating attack by unknown assailants, Takumi Samino's life gets turned upside down. A mysterious school mascot suddenly appears.
Okay.
Takumi manages to get out of harm's way. He's then forced to enroll at the Last Defense Academy, along with 15 other students.
みんなでこの学園を守るんだ
Their mission is to defend the school from hostile student enemies for 100 days. An academy shrouded in secrecy. And the unavoidable loss of allies. To survive this 100-day trial, colored by extreme and despair, and return to his normal life? The
No.
creators of Danganronpa present the 100-line Last Defense Academy, launching on Nintendo Switch early next year.
Interesting concept.
On a saga spanning generations.
I probably should say gimmick because I mean, the 100-day survival is not new.
Saga 2 is marching on to Nintendo Switch.
I have no history with this, so.
Rule and expand the Empire of Maren across multiple generations while challenging the legendary 7 heroes who have turned to darkness. In combat, use returning Saga features like glimmers to learn skills and formations to enhance abilities. Turn-based battles have also evolved into timeline battles, where the action order is key.
I'm just seeing this as a new thing in games.
Can also help with strategy. How
But I haven't understood it really, because I don't play the kind of games where this is a thing.
fight the 7 heroes? Every decision you make
Heroes.
alter the course of the story. Safeguard your empire's future and protect your legacy from peril. Otherwise, the vengeful 7 heroes may emerge victorious. Romancing Saga 2: Revenge of the 7 launches on Nintendo Switch October 24th.
Square's pushing out a few different things here. That's interesting.
We're excited to experience the full remake of Romancing Saga 2. That's almost everything for today's Nintendo Direct.
Really, what's the last one gonna be?
This will be our last announcement. Please take a look.
If the Zelda game wasn't the end, what's the one more thing? This means nothing to me, but I'm sure this means something to a lot of people already. A new Metroid? Oh shit! Or wait. Is this Prime 2? Or 4? I'm gonna go with this. It looks like more like a remake than it does a new game. Or this was this the one from the DS or the 3DS? I'm not familiar with any of the Metroid games really. I'm aware of the series because of Smash. That's kind of about it. 4. I feel happy for everyone who's been waiting for this for so long. That's an appropriate last one then. I've got my graphic complaints, but that's just a Nintendo game for you. Next year. Is this a Switch game or is this a successor game? This has to be a successor game. Oh god, they're gonna try to use this to launch, aren't they?
That was a first look.
That's concerning.
Prime 4 Beyond. After a very long time, we are finally able to share more information about this title.
Then I also understand Arlo's a channel I watch now and then too, and I just saw the title of his video about how this was the best direct ever, and now I understand why.
Aaron's new adventure. That's all for today's Nintendo Direct. Thank you for watching.
Touche. I like the little direct theme that they have. Alright. I would definitely call this a very successful Nintendo Direct. So, yeah. The biggest thing for me is the Zelda game. That's just, again, really fucking cool. I don't care for the art style as much, but this looks a bit more refined than it was back when they did the remake for Link's Awakening. That one was a bit too plasticky. This one doesn't have like quite the same feel as that. Similar art style, but it's a little toned down, so it's a bit more appealing to me. But even then, just basically getting her little ability Actually, let's go back to this real quick. With her ability basically being a controlled version of Ultra Hand. You're like, okay, you can't go, as crazy as you can with Ultra Hand, but like that Echo's ability is just going to be, again, it's basically a toned down version of Ultra Hand.
This time around, against Zelda, look at this video.
Strange.
Come on.
To save the table she found, Zelda learned how to create an imitation of it.
But yeah, like that's
Echo. Once you learn an echo of something,
right there. That's just Ultra Hand controlled, but also being able to duplicate things. And this is where you go, which is still good. It's one of the things that they can't get away from the fact that there's no way they get away from the fact that Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom have introduced a brand new freedom to Zelda. You just can't get away from it at this point. There's almost no way you can release a Zelda without being able to get to higher places somehow, and relatively easy. I'm going to assume that this table, because it makes sense, is probably going to be your first and your base Echo item. That's like your required item. And that makes sense. That'd be an easy way to build up, flights of stairs, stuff like that. As they show later on, being able to do the bed is like they're literally using the bed as stairs. In a good way, I don't have words for this. I'm very, very happy about this. I just realized part of that might explain some of my graphic issues. But yeah, I am looking forward to this for sure. And yeah. As for everything else here, like I mentioned again, I don't know how well it's coming through on audio or not. Hopefully not really at all. But because I do have the air conditioner here, because New Mexico is currently experiencing 100 plus degree days, or at least high 90s, I'd have to run this thing. I don't like the fact I have to run this. I have to run this thing. It's loud. I have to run this at night. I have to sleep over this now. But that's the main thing delaying some of the other stuff here going on with the channel. With this video especially, I wanted to reiterate or to kind of reinforce that I do want to come back and do stuff again. I'm finally getting over, I'm going to call it depression at this point, because probably what it was. I just say getting over, but getting past the big depression stop that I had for the longest time, and being actually wanting to do things again. So yeah, keep an eye out on things, keep an eye on the Discord. I also know that Void Mage is doing stuff. And it's probably worth noting, since this is the first video I've done in a few months now, welcome to the fourth year of doing streaming related things. I didn't put together a streamer event this year because it just didn't feel right. I haven't done enough streaming really to warrant one, and I haven't come back really to do one either. So that's why I haven't really seen anything as far as a celebration like that went. But for like with everything, at the bottom there, you can see my handle for most things. This YouTube channel that this is up on is Genysism Gaming, but I'm considering this now the secondary channel, which originally this was my main channel. But with those Orbital reviews that I still want to get back into, and other things like that, I've decided that that's going to be the main channel now. And if you need to reach out to me for anything, including some random little AI experiment things I've done with articles here and there, feel free to go over to genysism.com, especially genysism.com/links, and that'll get you everywhere that I have, including the Cinetech channel, which has nothing on it right now, apart from some branding stuff on it. Like I've said before, the Cinetech channel is something I definitely want to do at some point. It's just expensive, and if I'm able to play my cards right, I might be able to get into a house here within the next couple months, which is going to be just a lot of buttoning down and a lot of things I won't be able to do, including streaming stuff, or at least including video editing stuff, because I have to find 3 programs to do what I've been doing with Adobe for this time. Which, don't get me wrong, the editing that you see in this video, which should be very basic of just a couple cuts, is more or less about as much as I know how to do, but still. As always, until next time, live long and prosper. I hope to see you soon, whether that's here on the gaming channel, whether it's on Twitch with a stream, or it's my new upload on the main channel, whether that's the Orville review or something else, which ideally will be the Orville episode 3 about a girl, especially because I kind of owe Jessie Genter an apology, because I asked her to record something for it. I'm going to say this now. Thankfully, she was busy, so the fact that it's been so long since they got the video out doesn't feel as rough. If she had put in the work to put in something in there, I would have had to get that out before now, and that would have been very challenging. But again, until next time, live long and prosper. I hope to see you soon. Stay safe, stay comfortable, and goodbye for now.